Hello everybody, and today we're going to try the Jessup Blue-Black Nicol list. The only remarks I would make to it pre-board, or like before playing it, is like, I've always loved a third Scarab God in these decks, and I've always lacked access to one Jace's defeat. I don't know if they're needed, and I don't know what I would cut. Like I said, it's just things that I was thinking about when I looked at the list. Other than that, the list looks pretty solid. Could argue that maybe a murder fits in it somewhere, but I don't know. Maybe we can like cut this Bloodfast from the main, but like Bloodfast is kind of good. You hennies. I'm super tired. I wanted to stream a little, or sorry, I wanted to sleep a little longer before I streamed, but also want to watch the Eric Froelich run at the World Series of Poker. So I guess this is kind of the best timing. Maybe we get in a little bit before the standard Super League, etc. Don't know how crisp my play will be today, though, but based on how it's been lately, I don't know how crisp it ever is, I guess. Really like this card. It's your boy Nico. Hey, MTG bot's working again. I don't want to keep this in, but I'm going to. I think we have enough blue sources that it's okay, but no. I was gonna say I think the red decks are the only decks that truly punish a keep like this. And we haven't been getting paired versus red decks, so I thought it was okay, even though it was like really greedy. That's another wizard deck. Be wizard decks in the last 2 rounds I played. Well, it is. Oh, not a wizard deck. It's just a random splash of blue in a red deck. Well, we know we're using our mana next turn, so feel like it's safe to play these two. Because we're going to contempt something next turn, then the turn after that we're going to Lily buy back the Torrential Gearhulk contempt. Hopefully we're going to get to block this turn. It's a 3-color deck. No Chain Whirler, please. Weird. What's the chances they have counter spells? I'm just going to gamble that they don't have counter spells. I think this is just a splash for Bolas. Maybe they'll have them post board, and like maybe we'll respect them later. But or maybe we'll respect them in a later game. But for now, there will be no respect. And I would also rather hit a Glorybringer if, like, say they're just like curving Nico into Glorybringer. I'd rather hit the Glorybringer this turn than to do the Liliana play for the next turn. That way the Champion of Wits can still hold back 3 damage. Guess we'll go ahead and do this. Come on, friend. Thank you. Yeah, we still ain't stopped. Can't stop, won't stop. Now, who we use this Vraska's Contempt on is kind of interesting. We could use it on the Fopter, hope they don't have an Abrade, and make, and in theory, they like lose something in a weird attack here. We could also use it on the Pia, so that it can't do its ability later. Or we could just use it on the Chain Whirler. I think I'm going to use it on the Pia, though. Yeah, we set that up with the with the Champion of Wits earlier. The top part of it's draw 2. The -3 is deal 10 damage to a creature or a planeswalker. The -4 is a reanimate from a graveyard. A planeswalker or a creature from either our or their graveyard. And the -12 is exile all but the bottom card of target player's library. It's your boy, the Scarab. Your boy, Scarab. It's okay. I don't like the build that we had, but overall, I think the deck itself's okay. Second Nicol Bolas wins games, by the way. So this is a terrifying sight. The second Nicol Bolas wins games. That's just all there are to it. In this format, when you get the second Nico, you typically win. The front half's pretty busted too. Just a 4-power bro that makes me discard a thing is pretty ridiculous. I kind of want to take a draw step here. Because if we hit a Contempt, I want to use a Contempt, but I also want to give ourselves the best chance of hitting a land. I think we're just going to take the draw step. I would rather Contempt than anything. That's not a Contempt. Alright, well. Okay. Well. Definitely don't think we need either of these. How is the list? 4 champions? Oh yeah, this is the 4 champion list. It's another Pia. Makes me kind of glad we kept the Fatal Push. Again, we have a lot of problems right now. Oh wow, they're attacking with it all. We have a lot less problems than I originally thought then. Please send a Chain Whirler. Wait. Don't send any Chain Whirlers, just confusing to me. Does that mean... I mean... Still pretty easy, just like block on Chain Whirler here. Even if they have a removal spell to finish this off, we can kill the Chain Whirler. I do not prefer Virtuoso because I don't find I don't think Virtuoso is very good in this format. And even on top of Virtuoso not being very good in this format, I think playing to needing the red mana early is not something I really want to do. So we're at 6. And 6 is a problem. Hey, JJ. What's up? I think we're going to start with... Oh, because I wasn't thinking. Pretty simple. I wasn't thinking. I forgot we could do that. Wow. We'll be fine. Told you we'd be fine. Oh wait, we don't have the mana. We're not close to fine, are we? We can still put it in our graveyard and try to hit the mana, I guess? Wow. Just really bad. So we still get 2 more draw steps at an untapped land. That's not one of them. And that's not one of them. So I guess we lose then? Because I'm bad at Magic? I guess we still might not lose, but... Like, this game's still winnable. It was a bad play, though. It was a very bad play by me. Now that we didn't hit the land, I kind of want the contempt back in our hand. It's just a burn spell. I'm going to be sad. And it's just a burn spell. Oh, wow. So I opponent this game. Nice draw, opponent. So we win that game if either A, I don't make a play mistake, or B, I hit a land in our top 6 cards. Hit an untapped land in our top 6 cards. I think I want this. I think I definitely want these. I think I definitely want these. I don't think that's very good. It's frustrating that I'm that bad. Maybe I want some of these in case I have one of those quick draws, but like it's bad versus a lot of their deck. It's like bad versus a whole lot of their deck. Just gonna bring into 1 Bloodfast, or leave into blown Bloodfast. Frustrated at my poor play. So we kept a terrible hand. I made a punt, and we still only had to hit an untapped land in 6 draws. That's pretty encouraging. Might be a game where we're actually drawing cards with a with a Bloodfast. Not a fan. But they don't have black mana, and we can actually... I like the fact that like Field of Ruin Fatal Push can kill a Nicol Bolas. I probably should have played a Swamp that turn. I think casting the Sulfur Files was bad. We have no plans on using the red mana, and if we had drawn a like Gifted Everborn, we wouldn't be able to use Fatal Push and Gifted Everborn this turn. So that was another error. But like, it's gonna take us a while to get used to this deck, especially if it's a different mana base. And I'm just gonna draw a card. Then reevaluate. So our Nicol Bolas isn't as good because their Chandra can just kill our Nicol Bolas. It's like an argument to not cast it this turn because of that, but I don't think it's a good enough argument. Still think just casting it's fine. Because they don't have to have the Chandra, and if they don't, this is just our best play. And even if they do, like, it going to our graveyard when we have Scarab Gods and Lilianas isn't the end, it's just not good. Nice, well that worked out. Certainly not blocking. We hit their hand here. So they have a Banefire that we have to worry about. Their own Nicol Bolas, which we don't care too much about. And a Magma Spray. Looks like we're taking a Banefire then. And your boy is attacking. Hey Corey, thank you for the year subscription resub. Highly appreciate it. We're pretty far ahead on the clock now. Assuming that they didn't draw anything relevant, obviously, but so I'm pretty sure this guy's going to attack and not worry about leaving this thing on defense. Pretty close to flipping our first Nicol Bolas too. Not that I don't know if we'll even flip it this game, but I mean, this is fine for me. I was going to block if he attacked and offered to. I was going to do the same thing if he attacked, so feels pretty nice. Yeah, well, they're just done. That's kind of weird that they're just done there, but seems like they're just basically one good top deck away from being playable. What have you been into, Mr. JJ? Banefire. That is certainly a card. I'm not changing anything from the play to the draw. They didn't show us anything new, per se. Yep, definitely at the front end. Trying to go live a little bit earlier today because I want to watch Efro make a run at the World Series. Yeah, I've been streaming kind of past midnight and stuff. I got the old man's in the hospital and stuff like that, so my days have been pretty full. What do we got? Well, we have a removal spell. I guess we keep. Like, this hand seems pretty good. Let's see if we can beat this person for Rio. brutal. You can imagine, like, as hot as it is and stuff like that, working down there and can't be great this time of year. Your boy plays the Karizev. I think I would essence scatter something and take 3. We don't have a great answer to Chain Whirler, so my Twitch icon? What is a Twitch icon? I don't... Oh, wow, this was a terrible play. I wasn't thinking. I was thinking I had another stop to make. I don't know what was going on in my mind there. That was horrendous. I don't know what a Twitch icon is. I just took 3 damage for nothing. Hopefully he'll play something post-combat and we can at least use an Essence Scatter, but yeah. Great. Well, Essence Scatter that. You don't need to read anything but a Johnny and Nicol Bolas, my friend. I like how I just Essence Scattered a Scrap Heap Scrounger, by the way, instead of using a Fatal Push on it. I am just not thinking right now. Too busy trying to figure out what a Twitch icon is. Yep, bad Magic players confirmed over here. It's your boy, Nicky B. Oh, that sucks about the migraine. And you had to leave the movie early, too? Oh, tilt. Leaving the movie early is the worst. I think the heavier red decks have so many answers to Nicol Bolas that they just have to be a slightly better Nicol Bolas deck. I played this game real bad, by the way. Feel like we were monstrous favorites this game, and then like I've given us at every opportunity, given us less of a chance to win with practically every play I've made. Huh. I wonder how I changed that. I don't even know what that is. I guess we have to take the 3 and just attack back for 2, right? I didn't cycle my fetid pulls. I think the more I talk, the worse I play. Let's cycle it now. But not when I talk. I can talk. But I think when I'm talking and I'm confused, I play bad. Like when I'm trying to figure something out. Well, he has to attack. Like I think we, based on, I don't know the last 2 cards on his hand, but based on what we saw, I think we should have a massive lead this game. But now I just played like really bad. Phone's ringing. I apologize if you guys can hear the ringing. Oh, that was a good draw, actually. There's nothing I can do to stop it from ringing. I can't even pick it up. It's literally in a different room, so it'll just have to stop ringing on its own. It's your boy, Gifted, doing gifted things. If he taps out too low of mana, we can always try to, like, never and return this, assuming we hit a land or something, but I'm going to have to try to remember that off stream to look at that. He still has 3 cards in his hand. Like, what do we think those cards are? Just like negates and stuff? They have to be something, because we're winning the race, so like if they were any removal spell, he would use them. If they were a land, I think he would play them. I guess that can resolve. We have a cast down anyway. There's no dispel in the format that I know of. So he has 3 cards in hand, and we could probably, if we draw a land, never and get this turn, but like I still don't even know if we should try. Seems like we should just keep doing what we're doing. I've pressed F6, opponent. Targeting their hand. I don't know what's in their hand, but I don't care about this Scrap Heap Scrounger at all. Oh, wow. It is, in fact, just a bunch of negates and a Bloodfast. Well, that could be a problem. Maybe I should have cared about their hand. I'm going to take the Bloodfast. Why have they not just cast the Bloodfast already? Yeah, well, we don't care about that. They can't cast any spell in their hand. Give them something that they kind of have to negate. Yeah, you're definitely going to get your negate value here. So even if they draw, like, Nicol Bolas, it's not the end of the world, even though it'll resolve. Maybe I'm supposed to hold that to play around. Okay, well, we know the last card in their hand, so that means we know we care about none of the things at the moment. We know we can't resolve that, so this is just a chump block, them going to 2. Nicol Bolas now isn't good enough because we just discard Liliana. Figure out what curse words he wants to call me. Play that bad, easily win because they draw miserable? Yeah, he should probably say something to me. Jabberwocky's got 3 trophies? What's he playing? Clyde's got 3. He's playing this deck, I think. I think this deck's the truth. I'm not going to keep a 1-land hand. This deck's just way too mana heavy. Yeah, it's trying to make us keep another 1-land hand, so we're getting punished for our excellent play last round. Alright, fine. 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 I give up. We'll keep a damn 1-land hand. Probably should have sold my set of Phoenixes now that you mention it. Alright, so this deck doesn't beat GPG. It's one of its big weaknesses. And I can't imagine he's not playing GPG when they show us that. At least we have to, at least it's a game that we mulliganed, you know, 3 times or multiple or 2 times and kept a 1-land hand versus a bad match. So we're at least getting unlucky versus a match we were going to lose anyway. Actually consider that to be a very positive sign. Pretty strategic planning. I'll kill this. Maybe they don't have anything going on. They had a pretty good mulligan. Alright, 3 lands in a row and we can still do this. Probably can't, by the way. It's just hyperbole when I say that. Discard GP. Well, they've still not put a good card in their graveyard, so I guess that's something. Now they can start buying back the Champion of Wits and everything. They return faster than us too, so they're going to get all of their Champion of Wits back before our Scarab can do anything. Yeah, they didn't have a refurbish in their hand either. That was a pretty bad hand. And they had an answer to, they have an answer to the first Scarab, so we like have to hit a land into another Scarab. That's not easy. And they have to have not had anything good? Yeah, this game's over. So this is one of the worst matches, regardless of what Ginger wants to tell the world. We'll try these, they're not very good. Try these, they're not very good. None of this stuff is great. But I just want to be as aggressive as possible, so I think I'm actually going to bring in this. I'm going to mostly get rid of our removal spells. That sucks, Murph. I guess I don't want the Bloodfast. They have a ton of creatures. Why'd I lose there? I wasn't dead on board, but I had no outs. I can't get the God Pharaoh's gift off the table. Alright, we'll keep. So without being able to get the God Pharaoh's gift off the table, we just can't win. Land a deck. Take any color. JK. Just gonna get mana screwed twice. But again, if it has to happen, at least it's happening versus a hard match that we were probably gonna lose anyway. Obviously, we prefer it just doesn't happen, but you get the point. And he's got a GPG in the graveyard, so that's pretty close to game. And never tap down below negate mana again the rest of the game, and if he's got 2 things, we lose. If stone nothing, we're okay. A strategic planning let him discard a GPG and that. Can't do anything about that. Well, at least we have this going for us. So that's going to flip pretty soon. Yep, this turn, I guess. So now they can refurbish and protect it with a negate. Or they can just play Teferi. Teferi's more beatable than refurbish, I guess, so I don't know how we beat it either, but alright, you got me. Untapped land one time? Nope. No one time here. Telegraph that we have counter spells. And they're going to have some kind of counter spell here, of course. And then we lose. Yeah, maybe we don't lose. Disallow. Wow. Like, this game's just over again. There's nothing we can do about it. They only have one card in their entire deck. They could even bounce this off the board, and now we're too far behind for one card to be enough. Let's see if he bricks with the first one. If he doesn't brick with the first one, we're going to scoop. Can probably scoop either way, but... Alright. Alright, well, this match, like I said, is not remotely winnable. If there's a lot of GPG in your area, don't even consider playing this. And I truly believe that there's no amount of sideboard cards you can do to make it a winnable match. there's things you can do to make it better, like you can put in Crook or Sentinel Totem or Deadeye Tracker or this, that, and the other thing. But I don't think any of those cards actually let you win. I think they just make the game slightly closer. So if the game best case scenario, I only get up to 50 or 45%, I would just rather take the loss. This deck preys on creature decks. That's what you want to get paired versus, not like combo-ish decks. To beat GPG, just play like Esper or Blue-White or just Blue-Black Control or something. I don't think we have enough red sources to reliably play a Braid. There's only 10 red sources in the deck. And then, like you even saw in that game, we have no pressure. So they can make the game extend forever, and they will be able to counterspell better than we will. Because, like, we even had to negate that game. If we just had an Abrade, it wouldn't have changed anything. Or if we also had an Abrade, it wouldn't have changed anything. They mulligan to 4, but we have no removal versus a red deck, so we might just lose. I mean, we have the 1 Contempt. Hopefully it'll be enough. But, like, if they have a bunch of 4-drops and stuff, it won't be enough. Luckily, we're on the play, so that helps a lot. And we have Scarab. So being able to curb Contempt into Scarab's pretty good. And they didn't have a play, so that worked out well as well. But yeah, like I said, there's things you can do that improve the match, but I don't think there's anything you can do to actually make the match favorable. I'm probably going to block here because I don't really care if he kills it. Alright, well, I'm not going to block if that's the play. I'm willing to take 2 damage if he throws a discard spell at us right now, but I don't want to get attacked with another Hazoret before we have the Scarab God down, so I'm going to hold back. I'm going to leave the Nicol Bolas up as well to block the Soulscar Mage if given a chance. This is probably going to make them discard a spell. It's kind of weird they didn't just cast it, but that's okay. Alright, so we're pretty good this game now. We probably just win. Yeah. And we did. Nicol Bolas did all the things. He got a lightning strike out of their hand. All the things! So these are a little more creature heavy, so I'm going to bring all that stuff back in. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be bringing the Yahinis in here. But they typically don't have a whole lot of creatures, and I just really don't want to get Chain World. Chain World, is that a word? Alright, we'll keep. Very, very, very land heavy. Maybe I should have led with Canyon. I wasn't going to Fatal push this either way. I would have held up for a Karizev. So they're playing black and they have Lava Runner? So that probably means the black's just for this, and I'm probably not even going to consider respecting Murder Boat. It's your boy, the Gifted. Sure. I wonder which one of these is better to kill long term. It has to basically be this one, right? Said I can just hold W and tap these. W is not working. It's just your boy, the mythic rare. Probably have a hazard in their hand or something. It's just Chandra. That's actually kind of a tilt, because that's a bit of a harder one for us to deal with. Looks like he's going to get several cards. So basically, we're just playing dodge, hazard it till we hit a contempt. It's the game we're currently playing. Dodge, hazard it until we get a contempt. It's a fun game. Ooh. Nah, I'd rather just play Nicol Bolas. He can't tick down this turn. He can't tick up, or even if he hits a Glory Bringer, it doesn't kill the Nicky, and we're going to make him discard whatever this card is. It could be a burn spell that like finishes off Liliana or something, but it's probably not. Gives him 2 chances to hit hazard it, but it also ends the game a lot faster. Sweet, he went to the second main phase, so even if he hits hazard or something, he can't attack this turn. And that feels great. Yep. Oh, wow. The tilt. He went to the second main phase, and then he hit something that could have killed our Lily. Alright, well, anyway, 2 red decks down. Two red decks down. Nicol Bolas is the truth. This card is very good. People read it originally in like one of my chats and said they didn't think it would be very good, but like, because they didn't consider its come into play ability relevant, but like it's really relevant. The loss was the God Pharaoh's Gift. Blue black mid range just does not beat God Pharaoh's Gift. If we wanted to beat God Pharaoh's Gift, we would probably have to go full on Grixis controller or whatever. Wait, what? I don't know what just happened, but hopefully it didn't bug out. We'd probably have to go full on Grixis with like more counter spells in the main and abrades and stuff. Kind of like what Matthew Fulks or like Rudy or like one of them are currently playing. I feel like this deck will probably be better in the overall because I think it'll be better in the mirrors and things, but their deck will probably be better versus more fringe things like GPG. Yeah, I think a lot of people did, but like this discard ability is like super relevant. And a lot of people don't realize, like, people, like, look at this card, like, this is a card you're obviously going to want to play 4 of or 3 of, something like that in a deck. And, like, a lot of people, like, immediately look at legendaries and they're like, well, I don't want to play 4 of a legendary. But, like, these in multiples isn't too bad because once you flip one, if one's already in the graveyard, you just buy it back and you have protection. Like, you always have that planeswalker sitting there. And, like, if they killed a planeswalker, you flip it. If they killed a creature, you reanimate it. So, like, if they don't kill the first one early in the game, obviously you're just beating them for 4 every turn. And if they do kill it, drawing a second one or even a third one's not that terrible. It's obviously not great to draw 3, but, like, it's one of the few legends that, like, even when it's one of the few legends that even if you have one in play, your second one's irrelevant. Or, sorry, not irrelevant. Because, like, even if you have one in play, you can always flip it and just cast the second one, or flip it and reanimate the second one. Most legends are just, you know, kind of like a Boolean loop. Do I have this legend? If so, the other legend's bad. But this one gives you a little bit of play is what I'm trying to say. I'm saying it really stupidly, but basically it gives you more options than, like, a normal one would. I apologize. Taking my drink of water was a lot louder sounding than I thought it would be. It's because I care about the environment and I'm drinking from recycled water containers, so they're a little bit more flimsy. I think I still just play champion here. Their best play is probably going to be something in the neighborhood of a Chandra anyway. We don't have anything to deal with Chandra, so. Okay, that's fine too. Yes. Can probably lose one of our lands. And I guess a fatal push at this point. Could just lose the second Scarab God. Could just lose the second Scarab God, I guess. Alright. Need an answer to a Chandra. Well, I did not expect to see them play Nicol Bolas because they hadn't played a blue land yet. Maybe that's my fault. Need to draw a Fetid Pools or a Contempt or a Doomfall. Just something. Because he beat Scarab God by himself. And Scarab God's probably not going to be good. I thought they were the red deck, so I guess I made a big play error when I discarded the second Scarab and everything. Because the odds of them having Contempt now obviously goes way up, and I could have potentially lost this game just discarding the Scarab. I was just thinking they were a different deck. Till... Yeah. Discarding that Scarab, super bad. I don't know how I'm going to sideboard in this match. They have a lot of relevant spells. The basic mountain's what threw me off, because I wouldn't have expected basic mountain in most of their decks. They should just reanimate Scarab God, right? And then we can pretty much scoop. Didn't reanimate Scarab God. It's your boy. Contempt? Not a contempt. I guess we'll look at their hand though. I think the game's over and there's a good chance I just concede, but it's just infinite removal spells. I guess I won't concede because I'm on stream. I'm pretty sure we can concede this game normally though. They showed us a brand new card. Weird. So assuming their hand's absolute trash, we could draw like Contempt into Contempt or like Contempt into Scarab God here? No, that wouldn't be enough because they still have a Scarab God at the end of that scenario. Guess I can't press F6 in case they play another Nicol Bolas. How neat. Our opponents did things. I don't know if we want any of these. Pretty sure I want at least those. I'm pretty sure we can cut some number of these, though maybe not all of these. Same with these. Let's scoot these up here for now. So what's the best 6 cards? Like, we would love to have a Jace's Defeat in a match like this, but I don't think negates are great. Maybe Duresses are okay. Duresses probably aren't great, are they? Maybe we need to keep a few push/cast down effects as well. In case they have glinted. Cast down's good versus Glorybringer too, and they're definitely very cast down. They were very heavy red, so Glorybringer seems reasonable, but Duressa seem reasonable too because I'm going to be afraid of Chandra. Like Chandra's one of the scarier cards, I think. I don't know what to sideboard out. Maybe cast down's just not good enough. It's like only good versus gifted, but I feel like we have to have some kind of answer versus gifted. I don't feel like these are enough. It's whatever. Don't actually know how I'm supposed to sideboard this match. This hand's weak, but I don't think we can mulligan it. Maybe I could have found a mulligan if I tried harder. I might have been able to find a mulligan there. I think they're like red-black control just splashing blue, which is kind of a neat idea. I don't think I've saw anybody doing that build of it yet, but I really like the idea in general. Oh, never mind, they're just Grixis. I was giving them too much credit. I thought they were being inventive and tricky. But they were just having awkward draws and playing the same-o. Matthew with the big 12 host. Thank you, Matthew. Opponent's 2-0 though. I might try full on Grixis later. No Foptering there. Means they have an actual real removal spell. That's the one thing, this is the one thing that I think you get from real Grixis that it makes me jealous that we don't have access to. Like, not having access to Chandra is a real thing. Chandra is going to be one of the better things you can do in Nicol mirrors. Problem is, I think Chandra's so bad versus, like, all of the red decks, all of just the plain blue-black mid-range decks, and things like that, that, like, having to make such a sacrifice to your mana base to play it is kind of frustrating. That's also kind of frustrating, but can shuffle it away if we need to. Huh. So if he takes it up, he hits Glorybringer again. And he'll probably cast a Glorybringer. But then he'll have chump blockers for the Gear Hulk. But basically, I just wanted to get the Gear Hulk in play. Could make us draw a bunch. I don't think I'm far enough behind to make us draw a bunch yet, though. Oh wow, now if I hit a removal spell, I get to kill Chandra? That's so good. Those aren't removal spells. Those aren't removal spells. Yep. But we don't want him to draw the Glorybringer back, so. Oops. We're just getting manhandled. Or mangled. Chandra too good. We brought in our 5th way to kill a Planeswalker, we just didn't draw it. I wonder if I should have not bothered to play Gwent last turn and just played the Fetid pools. That way this turn, if we had drawn a Scarab God, we could play and activate. Yeah, well, they're about out of gas at least, so we have that going for us. Surprised that they're willing to block the save to Chandra here. Ooh. I think this is the better time to do this. Wow. Okay. Nikki B, that's a good one. That's a problem. I was hoping they'd miss. I think they now have too many things for us to come back. They saw the Fetid pool, so I guess I discarded it. I think they have too many things now for us to even consider winning. Oh, this was a play mistake. Such a play mistake. I guess it wasn't a play mistake. It's right. Alright, we need a Doomfall or a Never. That is not a Doomfall and or a Never. Another Glorybringer in her hand. That is a game. We're dead on board with the Chandra tick up. Alright, well, we gotta play for the pity chest. We're just so far behind both of those games. I don't know if all the decisions I made was right, but I just don't know if there's anything we could have done to beat the Chandra anyway. Play first. I think it's a keep. I think it is a keep. Huh. That's not good for us. It's your boy without mana again. Alright. I have to draw. Alright, well, this game has just officially gotten much harder. I have to draw basic swamps now? And he'll not have Doomfall? That seems like a lot. Guess it can be an island too, and then I can attack, but yeah, it's actually kind of good. Was not what we needed. Guess I have to target the hand then. Let's just screw that. I'm just gonna play this. Which means I played the wrong land. I should have made... I changed my mind afterwards, and the changing afterwards is actually going to be really impactful here. So I should have been able to play this Cannon Slew this turn. I just changed my mind about my play. Guess it doesn't change too much in all honesty. We're basically exactly where we were anyway. We take 11. That's a bunch. They have a blossoming defense, we're dead. And they do. So this is good here. This is good here. This is good here. This is okay. I actually think these are fine. I actually don't think the expertise is particularly good. Feels to me like they always just have a bunch of 4 toughness bros and broettes. I don't know what's not good here though. It's gotta be some number of like champion of wits and stuff, right? 0. 0. I've only played 3 leagues, I think, since then, but not done super well. I feel like some number of champion of wits is kind of what I want to take out here. Maybe some Lilianas as well. Definitely want all of these. I definitely want these. I definitely want scarabs. Maybe the essence extractions actually aren't good enough then. Actually, kind of don't think Doomfall's very good in this match. I always feel like they have like a lily, or I always feel like they have something small like a Llanowar Elf or something that I couldn't clean up. Alright, I'm gonna try this. This hand plays. I didn't get a 5-0 with a mono red deck. I didn't get a 5-0. That was a 4-1. Our hand's good. Just have to see how it matches up. Like, we don't beat Heart of Kirin, but other than that, almost everything we're doing is fine. No worries, Bob. You ain't gotta be sorry. Nothing. No, there's no reason to say my bad or anything. You know how horrible this feels? Still gonna let it resolve. I'm gonna take 4 damage at the end of this, but I'd rather cast down this. I don't know, maybe I should use the scatter while we could. Wow. Yeah, I think I probably played this turn really bad, but guess their energy doesn't matter too much. So they're telegraphing that they have blossoming defense. Carnage Tyrant. I guess we need those Doomfalls back after all. I think I still block, don't I? I'd probably just take 4. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to block there? My mother caught a mouse. Have no idea if it's the same mouse. Blocking there would have been better if we hit the mana for Liliana, but we didn't hit the mana for Liliana, so. In fact, we're just having more mana trouble. It's happened a lot lately in these last couple of games. Maybe we need a 27th land? No double defense or like spell pierce, please. I'd rather them draw the blossoming defense back than the Heart of Kirin. Alright, well they had double spell. There's nothing we can really do about that. We can draw our untapped land now. Oh, that's such a good draw. Or such a good card in this spot. Really? They're going to have another defense on top of that? Or are they just sacrificing it to kill Lily? Things are going really bad this game. Like, they're going from bad to worse, and they're going there. They went there real fast. Alright, well, I guess we throw this away. Oh, we don't throw this away. He was just... weird too. Didn't hit our land. Unfortunate. I think I'm just gonna play this one then. Yeah, I saw the finals. I was trying to get this done beforehand. We're like one game away. Yeah. It's either this game or the next game. I don't want to put that in the graveyard. I guess it getting cast at this point does nothing. Gives them a third attacker, but let's start with a cast down before we see if we're even or how we're blocking. I have another damn spell pierce. Those are frustrating. I don't think spell pierces are even good, but he could have had a negate there too, and I do think negates are good, so it's the same thing. Kinda want to gear kill this before he can pump it up. I also kinda want to keep both my essence scatters up. I'm not actually sure what to do. Guess I'm gonna go with this one. Play around defense. Sure, you can have your thing. Alright, we have to have a Scarab God ASAP. If we get a Scarab God on the next draw or two, we probably win. If we don't, we probably lose. They put on top this time. So it's probably Carnage Tyrant. I don't think you put any other card on top. So now we have exactly this turn to hit Scarab. Can't block that. I have a basic island. I didn't know these decks played that. It's now the second time I've saw it though. Alright, Scarab God, you can do it. If they have a commit, we just get crushed. We don't have the luxury of playing around anything though. We don't have the luxury of playing around anything, so it was almost telegraphed that they probably had it, but it's not like we can do anything about it. This was a discouraging league to lose. I felt the favorite in several of the games that we lost, and we just like had medium draws, or like I didn't play well, or something. They're not playing any M19 cards really in the standard Super League. Your turn too slow, I think. If I hit you last turn, I think we probably win. Well, probably not. He had to commit. I take that back then. We could double activate you, maybe, but we do have a Gifted Everborn in our graveyard, though, so maybe we're not just dead. We probably are, by the way. I'm just saying maybe. Like, maybe we're not. I guess we're dead then if he's doing this. If I block there, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. Just no way we're not dead if he's making that attack. Could block here, but that doesn't do anything. Just die to the blossoming defense in his hand. Or the walking ballista, whatever he happens to have. Oh, none of the above? Still don't think we can win. Maybe we hit exactly another Gifted Efferborn or Cast Down. I haven't done the math, but I'm just sure we're dead. And now that I've done the math, I see we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to be at 5, but he might play around a removal spell. JK, not playing around a removal spell, and we have to counterspell that too, so I guess we just don't counterspell that and at least bluff the Fatal Push or Cast Down. Thing is, even if we hit, I think we lose. Or even if he plays around it. Maybe he's supposed to play around it, I'm not sure. Because if he doesn't have a counterspell, I guess we would win like this, but it doesn't matter, we're just dead. GG. Oh well, was a fun league. I think the deck's pretty strong. Might need to try the actual Grixis build in this league though. Every match that we lost was just 0-2. Like none of the games were particularly close. Could have messed up with sideboarding quite a bit. We definitely struggled with lands, which is kind of frustrating since we specifically played this build to hopefully not have land trouble, as opposed to playing the Grixis list that I think has considerably worse lands. But anyway, I'm going to hop off here. Thank you guys for watching. It was a fun league, etc., and all of the things. Thanks, JJ. I'm glad you popped around. I think I'm going to host Rudy if he's still on. Rudy was still playing this deck last I looked. Or not playing this deck, he was playing the Grixis build of it. So we'll throw Rudy a host so you can see the other, at least not the only other, but the other popular Bolas build. Take care, everybody, and thanks for stopping by. And thank you, Corey, for the 12-month free sub.